Hi, this is Terica Talbert with Century 21 Blackwell and Company. This is where we're going to share information on general real estate, financing, home improvements, and also empower you with inspirational information that will help you throughout your week. Stay tuned. I think it's going to be a blessing to you. Hi, this is Terica Talbert. Thank you for coming in and meeting with us on my new YouTube video. Today we are actually going to be speaking with Adrian Smith with Advantage Inspection. So welcome, Adrian.
Terica, thanks so much for having us in today. Just looking forward to having a little conversation about home inspections and the real estate market today.
I am so honored that you're able to be here. When they told me that the boss was going to show up, you know, I felt pretty special. So thank you again.
Oh, thank you so much.
So one of the questions that I want to ask you is, how long have you owned your company?
Well, Advantage Inspection has been in business since 1991. I've been with Advantage for 17 years now, started in the mid-2000s, and my wife and I actually took over the company in 2011, so we've been running it for 11 years now, servicing the upstate.
That's wonderful. So how did you actually get into the business even from the beginning?
Oh, yeah. So my background is electrical. Most of the 90s, I worked in the electrical field. I wired houses. I spent summers putting on roof shingles. I've framed houses, installed windows, and just over time, when we looked to find something to do on our own, just home inspection just seemed to be a perfect fit. I didn't want to sit behind a desk. I wanted something where I could get out and meet people and use my hands every day. So home inspection has just been a fantastic field for us.
It gives you an opportunity to be out and about in the community, which is always nice.
It sure is, yes.
So now that you are the boss, how many people do you have on your team?
Well, we have 11 inspectors right now. I still do inspections on a daily basis, but we have 11 people with us right now, and we have 5 office people. So we've grown for the 10 years that we've owned the company. We've been just blessed for the way we've been able to grow.
Well, I think that is so nice. Your guys, do they have to be licensed to be a home inspector?
Yes, so the good news in South Carolina is a licensing state. So South Carolina, you do have to have a inspection license. Down in Georgia, you do not have to be a license to do a home inspection. So I think that's a good thing. Provides a little accountability and helps us do a little better job as a profession, I believe.
Yeah, I think everybody needs a license too. If you're going to be holding somebody's property, somebody's sacred property in your hands, you probably need to know a little bit about what you're doing.
Yes,
I would imagine.
Just seems to make some common sense, yes.
Absolutely. So what are the areas that you cover?
Well, we cover almost all of the upstate. We will go up to the North Carolina line. Our license doesn't go into North Carolina, so we have to stay south of that border. But we go down to the Georgia line, and we will occasionally go down into Georgia, and we'll go as far south as Columbia. We have an inspector who lives in the Columbia market, so we can handle that area as well. So anywhere in the upstate, we can provide service for you.
That is awesome, awesome. So as a realtor, sometimes I'm looking for a home inspection. Mm-hmm. I have to have a home inspection for my buyer or sometimes even for my seller.
Sure.
So what is it that you actually do? What do you cover?
So for a home inspection, sometimes we get confused with appraisers. I get a lot of people call us up and ask us what the appraisal is. So appraiser is telling you what the value of a house is. A home inspection is completely different. We're telling people what the condition of the house is. So we're going to look at the house from the top of the roof to the ground where it connects in the ground, either a crawl space or basement or slab. And we're going to look at every system and component of the house. We're going to look at the roofing, the structure, heating and air, plumbing systems, HVAC systems, any of the systems in the home we're going to operate. We're going to turn on all the lights, open doors and windows. We just want whoever's the client, either whether the buyer or seller, we want that people to know exactly what's going on with the house.
So you guys go in the areas that most people don't want to go in, the attic, in the crawl space, those scary places.
Yes. Not too many people want to spend too much time in their attic, and even fewer people want to spend too much time in their crawl space. So that's where a company like a home inspection company like Advantage, where we're going to do those things and go in those areas and let you know what it looks like in those spots.
And we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes, certainly.
So if you were to offer one of my clients, for instance, they have you come out, you've given them a report. How long does it take turnaround time for a report?
Typically, once we've performed an inspection, you're going to have the report the same business day, normally in the evening of that same day. Especially in the real estate market right now, time is of the essence. There's not a lot of time for waiting around for inspection reports, so we get them to you the same day just so you can have that report so you can move forward with your repair request and whatever you may need with it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So with you offering a home inspection, does that come with any warranties or any additional services that you might offer?
Now, it does come with warranties. We do offer a 90-day warranties on several items in the house, and we do that mainly because Murphy's Law says that when you move into a house, there's going to be an issue. But we want to make sure when you move into your home, the last thing you want to do is pay for an AC repair or replace a dishwasher or find some moisture or mold issues. So we put some warranties on top of those. So if you move into the house during that first 90, 120 days, if something happens, we're going to give you some protection so that Mr. Homeowner can call us up and say, hey, here's an issue, and we'll take care of it for you. At the end of the day, we just want to provide a little peace of mind, bring a little value to the real estate transaction.
Because all of those things that he just said can be a little bit pricey.
Oh, yes.
So if you don't have the service done up front, once the property transfers into your hands, those items become your responsibility. Yes. So you want to make sure that you have someone come out and take a look so that the seller holds the responsibility financially for taking care of those issues. Wouldn't you agree?
I would certainly agree with that. Especially with the housing market right now and as high as prices are going, you really want to know what you're getting into before you sign on that dotted line.
So we're scheduling for you to come out. Do I have to be there? Does the seller have to be there? Does the buyer have to be there? How do you get inside the property?
Oh, sure. Those are all good questions. Nobody has to show up for a home inspection. All of our guys carry super keys, so we're part of the Greenville MLS, so we can let ourselves into homes and properties.
Awesome.
That can be a big help, so that's a big plus. Now, at the end of the day, we would love for your clients to come to the inspection, even if it's just for a little bit at the beginning or the end, so that way we can talk to them about the inspection report. It's one thing to have me talk to you for a few minutes about the home inspection report, and a whole nother thing to pick up a 30-page report and say, holy mackerel, there's a lot of stuff here. So we can talk them through those things and help them to determine what are the issues and what are the minor things, what are the little things that we found in that report.
You know, that has really saved me from losing a lot of scary buyers because there has been someone from your team to be able to say, well, no, it's not that bad. I have to put it on the report to make sure it's noted, but it's not as bad as what it seems. And that's what I really like about your company, is that the guys that I have met and have had interactions with have always been able to go through the process. Now, I don't usually ask my clients to come and stay the whole 2 hours or 2.5 hours or whatnot, but I do ask them to come so that they can have that one-on-one with the inspector, just to make sure they know what they're buying. What do you think about that?
No,
that's a good thought.
No, I think that's a fantastic thought. We're on the same track there. I really believe it's important to just spend a few minutes with the inspector. Buyers and clients may not always be able to attend, and in those cases we'd say, pick up the phone once you've gotten the report, give one of our inspectors a call, and we'd be happy to go over those reports with you on the phone too. At the end of the day, we want to bring some value to the transaction. And every home's going to have issues, but we've never been in a home where the issues can't be fixed. Absolutely. And we can talk you through that process. What are the bigger issues? What are those small maintenance things that we can take care of now so they don't become bigger issues somewhere down the road? We're happy to walk you through that process.
And so what do you think are some of the common problems that you find in just a typical inspection?
One of the biggest things we see that homeowners can do to really save themselves some headaches and money is dirty air filters. We go almost every day, I find dirty air filters, and it's really just surprising because that simple maintenance item can just save you so much headache down the road and really can just add years and years of life to your HVAC system. So just some basic things like that. Walking around the house looking for grading issues, making sure downspouts, making sure there's splash blocks or downspout extensions so water's going away from our house and away from foundations. Water is the biggest enemy to a house. We need to make sure it's going away from our crawl space and away from our slabs. Those are big issues that we see every day.
You know, they seem so common, and yet most people never even think about it. walk right past it, never crosses their mind.
Yeah.
So this is really very good and helpful information that you're being able to share today.
Sure.
So if any of our viewers wanted to contact you, is this a 9-to-5 job for you, or is there a way that if they needed to contact you after hours that they can be able to do so?
Yep, so real estate's not a 9-to-5 profession, so we believe home inspection's not a 9-to-5 inspection. So if you're working evenings and weekends, we're available. We have office staff who, that's one of the benefits of being a small family-owned company, is we have people answer the phones evenings and weekends. When we send an inspection report out, our inspector's cell phone number is on every inspection report, so if you have a direct question for those folks, they're happy to answer the phones and talk to you. Our office staff is always happy as well to answer questions and help out with the process.
And we appreciate that too.
Oh, thank you.
Very much. So tell me, what separates Advantage Inspections from any other inspection company?
So there are a lot of, like any profession, there's a lot of home inspection companies out there. There's some good ones and there's some not so good ones, just like anything. For us, we believe that we're a small family-owned company. We're actually a woman-owned company. My wife is a primary owner in the company. A lot of inspectors in the area use inspectors as 1099 contractors. All of our inspectors are employees. We want them to be a part of our family, be a part of our team. We just feel that's beneficial for us and for the clients we serve every day. So at the end of the day, our job is to bring value, and we feel having employees, that employee concept is beneficial to the market. We use things like drones and infrared cameras that a lot of our competitors don't use. We try to stay on top of the technology items just to make sure we're bringing the most value and service to our clients.
Well, I have so enjoyed having this conversation with you. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule just to have a conversation with little old me. So we really, really appreciate it. Before we wrap everything up, are there any final thoughts that you might have that you would like to share with our viewers?
No, I would always say, especially in this market right now, I know it's harder and harder to get homes under contract now, and a lot of people are waiving contingencies, but home inspection really is an important part of the process. A home inspector, we're working for you. We're trying to make sure you know what you're getting into and making sure you know the condition of that house and what expenses you're going to have coming up. They really are an important process, part of the real estate process.
I agree. So here you have it. I'm Terica Talbert. I'm a real estate agent here in Greenville, South Carolina. Again, we would like to thank Adrian Smith with Advantage Inspections for sharing his information with us. If you are looking for a home inspection, please call Aaron. And Aaron, if you will share your information with them.
Sure, we can be reached at, our phone number is area code 864-298-0405. Our phones are always answered, except maybe the middle of the night, or you can reach us online at advantagegreenville.com. So thank you very much for this, Terica.
Okay, so everybody doesn't work in the middle of the night like I do. So don't call them in the middle of the night. This is Terica Talbert with Century 21 Blackwell and Company. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. Enjoy your day.